From news and views, issues and opportunities, we'll have in-depth conversations with decision makers to find out what they know and what they think. I'm Rico Hizon, inviting you to join the exchange because your business is our business. The Philippines is known as a social media capital of the world. And is so surprised that Filipinos have gone from mere strollers to promising content creators. Filipinos are showcasing skill, creativity, or simply their own stories to viewers just a few clicks away. How can they keep audiences hooked to their channels and feeds? Anyone can be a vlogger or content creator, but it takes an understanding of the audience preference and trends to stand out. Let's now have an exchange with Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines Executive Director, Jaco De Leon. Jaco, thank you so much for joining us on the exchange.
Thank you.
All right,
really
this
excited.
council that you have, how many members do you have so far?
We just started. Actually, we just started around 2 years ago. So we have a couple of hundred na. But I think right now what we do is we want to cater to the entire industry. You know, we want to get more members, obviously, but when we started it, the goal is really to defragmentize an industry, such as the content creator industry, because there's so many different pillars of content, and we all live in different parts of the country, so we're trying to put that together via creating events for them, via creating avenues for them to unify and really become, one big industry. The people that make up our council and our group, and the people that head it, are people that really just want the best for the industry, really just want to make it the best-in-class industry. And to do that, we have to educate and train a lot of people.
What are the prevalent trends right now in content creation?
Oh, wow. Honestly,
It's a wide range.
No, it's not just a wide range, but there's so many options.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, video has been fantastic, right? The short form, long form. You also have podcasts. You also have people using audio. More recently, AI has been in the forefront of a lot of content creation because, things with ChatGPT or other things like that. You get to be able to kind of brainstorm with yourself, have your own team. If you utilize certain tech properly, you're able to build something fantastic. And the beauty about content creation is there really aren't any rules. You share what you want to share, you create what you want to create, and that's what I encourage people to do.
It's about your character, it's about your personality, and using your expertise, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people just use smartphones.
And that's great. Back in my day, I'm old in this industry. I'm ancient even.
Dinosaur?
I'm the T-Rex in this industry, right? I'm so ancient in it. But the beauty about it is the things and the fundamentals don't really change. You create because you want to share. You create because you love what you create.
So it's not just about making money, Jaco?
I think if you go into...
Because they say once you reach 100,000, 300, a million, 2 million, you'll start to make lots of cash.
Well, when I started, there wasn't any at all, right? I think if you come into it with that mentality, then you're not creating the right way. As a content creator, you create content. You collaborate with people. You become a voice that otherwise didn't have one. Back in a couple of years ago.
How important is it to also protect the rights of content creators and influencers and their outputs?
Oh, it's very important. I think that's one of the things why we built the council is to be able to not naman unionize in that sense. We're not a unionist yet, diba? But I think it's to be able to find ways of helping the industry. I guess to dial back a little bit, the Content Creator and Influencer Council of the Philippines is not just content creators and influencers. We are also industry leaders, we're also business owners, agency, client, right? So all of it.
What happens now to the traditional media? the dinosaurs like myself who are not even content creators and who are not even active on social media? What happens to traditional people like me, the streaming media? And I mean, compared now to the creators and the influencers.
I think it's still there.
We're overwhelmed.
No, I think it's overwhelming. I agree. I think it's overwhelming because it's like when I explained it 10 years ago, I was like, the boat is not going to sink slowly. It's going to capsize. But I think, you know, with traditional media, I think there's so much room because traditional media still handles a lot of reach. I think the misconception is, oh, we're here to replace. It's not. That's never the idea. I never thought YouTube was going to replace TV.
There has to be a collaboration, synergies between traditional media and social media.
And there has to be a way to teach each other how to be better. I think traditional media still produces much better. I think social media just found that formula, right? That X factor to reach the new market, new generations. I think by collaborating, and again, like the CICP is open to everyone.
Thank you so much for your insights, Jaco De Leon.
Thank you.
And now here's a rundown of the week's top business stories. The country's outstanding debt soared to 13.4 trillion pesos in 2022, up by over 14% annually. But the debt stock eased to 60.9% of the economy after faster than expected growth last year. The international threshold stands at 60%. President Bongbong Marcos issued an executive order directing agencies to adopt the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028. The blueprint aims to bring the economy back to its growth trajectory, cut unemployment, and trim the poverty rate to a single digit. And the country secured a $600 million loan from the World Bank supporting its financial sector and economic recovery from the pandemic. And straight ahead on the exchange, where your business is our business. Vlogging is a lucrative source of income, but it is also serious business. We go behind the scenes with Playback Productions next. And catch one of the country's top vloggers here on the exchange, Ninong Rai. Keep it right here on CNN Philippines. News you can use, news you can trust. Glad you're staying with us right here on the exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. What does it take to bring a video idea to life? Behind some content made are production houses creating the best final cut. Let's now have an exchange with Playback Productions Creative Director and Head, Jessame Thompson. Jessame, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
How important are production outfits right now for content creators and social media influencers?
Well, we bridge the gap for influencers and, of course, our clients. And because it's an ever-evolving business, we do create for a lot of influencers also, as far as content is concerned.
But, Jessame, when we saw during the pandemic a surge in all of these social media influencers and content creators, they were just using their smartphones.
Yes.
Why would they shift to a production house to do their vlogs?
Well, for one, it could be quality. Number two, it could be to guide them for a better output in their content. And also, we can help them shoot better content for their vlogs and their channels in YouTube.
And you know, Jessame, when you talk about a production outfit, it's about editing a teleserye, editing a movie, or special effects.
Exactly.
I mean,
a big production.
Big production.
Big production.
But how has the popularity of vlogs and social media content helped production houses?
Well, because we have the experience, and when the landscape changed and evolved, we were poised to adapt to the call of the times, right? So here we are adjusting to what really works for social media now. Like, we create a content that looks very raw and not very polished, unlike what we used to do before. for big productions, right? So, because everybody's on their phone now, we have to tailor fit it to how they watch
That's right.
content.
Yeah, it should be either short form or long form because right now
Yeah.
people don't really
Exactly.
watch content for long periods of time.
And they're very short attention.
Yeah, very short attention
Actually.
span. What is usually the cost? What is a ballpark figure if I go to Playback Productions and say, Jessamy, I want a YouTube channel, I want a TikTok account, I want you to produce content for me?
The beauty about having a prod house like this is we are very flexible. We it depends on what you really like, no? For ballpark figure, it ranges. I mean, Jacko would agree. It ranges around 50 to 100.
Yeah.
To edit.
Is this
to
per
produce.
episode or per month?
Well, it can be per month.
Oh.
And for big companies where we also shoot content for influencers, branded ones, it can go as high as
In the hundreds of thousands?
yes, of
Okay.
course, because there are mandatories, there are a lot of asks
Yes.
from us.
Apart from shooting the content, right, and editing it, coming up with the final cut, does Playback Productions also upload the finished videos, monitor their followers, and even give suggestions to the content creator on how they can improve their product?
Yes, we do. For one of the biggest telco in the country, we did manage their YouTube channel, an advocacy of this company. And we upload it, we report the stats for that.
Yeah.
And we do recommend very important strategies
But what about for individuals? You also do that, apart from the big companies?
for friends.
For
Yes. Yeah.
What about innovations that production companies have basically imparted or instituted in, like say, vlogs or social media posts?
Well, we go by the trend. So
What are the trends now?
well, we keep up to what the people really want. For now, there's a lot of vlogs and social media content, especially on TikTok, that's really very funny, but has a very good information content also. Our prod house also produces content that's very purposeful also, and so we just get along with the trends that we have
Alright.
now.
Minus the big companies that you work with, in terms of individual social media influencers and content creators, how many are you working with right now?
We have like 8, I can say, helping social media influencer friends right now. So
Do you see this business expanding in 2023 and beyond? Or now that the economy has opened up, more people are out and about, we will see a shrinkage, a reduction in the number of content creators and social media influencers?
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna change a lot in the coming years because everybody's on their cell phone. And even though the economy has opened up, events are here, live events are here, we're still going into this business like the usual. And I don't think it's gonna change a lot.
In the next few years?
In the next few years. Probably there will be more new influencers with better content, interesting ones. But yeah, I mean, people now, anybody, it's everybody's game. So you can experiment at home, you can do things at home like what most influencers did at the beginning.
But developing it even further. Jessamy, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us on The Exchange.
Thank you.
Playback Productions Creative Director and Head, Jessamy Samson. And straight ahead on The Exchange, where your business is our business, this Pinoy vlogger found big-time fame serving scrumptious dishes online. Ninong Rai joins us next on CNN Philippines. News you can trust. Welcome back right here on The Exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. The ever-growing popularity of social media has allowed Filipinos to create their own content and find their own success as well. How do creators keep audiences interested? Let's now have an exchange with Ryan Morales Reyes, popularly known as Ninong Rai. Ninong, maraming salamat for joining us on The Exchange.
Hello po, magandang gabi po sir. Maraming salamat po sa pag-invite sa akin dito.
Grabe! 1.85 million followers! Bakit mo inumpisan itong YouTube channel na ito, Ninong Rai?
Actually, sinimulan lang po ito dahil sa pandemic na napasarap po yung business namin. So, para hindi ako masyadong mag-isip, kailangan ko maging busy pa rin ho. So, yun, nag-isip akong bumalik sa pinaka-basic na bagay na ginagawa ko para mag-enjoy, and that is cooking. And nagkataong may cellphone ako, tinapatan ko, in-upload ko, may mga nanood, and nagtuloy-tuloy na po doon.
Ay, alam mo, yung mga YouTube channels, usually in the millions, kasi kumakanta sila, umaarte, hindi ba? Pero ikaw, nagluluto. What really makes your YouTube channel really interesting? Kasi marami rin nagluluto, Ninong Rai.
Siguro ano po, hindi ko naman talaga siya pinilit from the start na maging unique. Talagang ang pinakita ko lang po doon, unfiltered na ako talaga. So kung sino talaga ako sa tuloy na buhay, yun din ako sa YouTube channel. And I really believe na ang personality, pag pag meron kang personality na hindi mo fini-filter, unique na agad dyan in its essence. Diba? So siguro, hindi lang ako natakot magpakita ng tunay na ako, plus hindi rin ako natatakot magpakita ng pagkakamali. Kapag hindi perfecto yung pinapakita akong persona sa internet. Kasi ako mismo ay hindi naman talaga perfecto. Palagay ko po yun, relatable siya.
That's true, relatable, connecting with your audience, and being yourself, hindi ba, Ninong Rai? Mahirap ba mag-sustain at mag-isip ng mga topics para sa isang content creator?
Yun ang pinakamahirap talaga sa lahat, sa totoo lang po. Yung pag-shoot, madali na yun eh. Kapag nandyan na, nakalatag na, madali na yun eh. Kapag inspired kang gumawa ng ganito, wala nang problema dyan eh. Ang mahirap dyan is yung pag-iisip. Kung yung ibang tao nga ho, nagpapaulit-ulit ng ulam sa isang linggo, meron lang silang rotation ng 3, 4 na ulam. Ang hirap-hirap mag-isip ng ulam, paano pa kami? Medyo mahirap po talaga. And yung mga ginagawa po namin, hindi naman siya basta, okay guys, magluluto tayo ng siligang ngayon. As much as possible, lahat po ng ginagawa namin, meron kaming panibagong technique na isi-share or i-explore together with the audience. Siguro yun talaga yun. Exploring with the audience. Yung kasama sila sa journey, hindi lang yung, hoy, tingnan nyo to, ang galing neto.
Star-studded pa ang mga episodes mo. Grabe, pinagluto mo si Sarah Geronimo.
Yes, opo, si Miss Sarah G na napakabait. Napakabait, napakasarap katrabaho po. Sobra.
Alam mo, Ninong Rai, gusto ko kahit isang porsyento lang ng mga 1.85 million followers mo. Gusto ko rin maging popular. Pwede ba mag-guest sa YouTube channel mo?
Ba't naman po hindi? Ba't naman hindi? Mga inaanak ko, follow nyo si Sir Jan, di ba? Ano naman natin, share natin ang natin, eyeballs natin sa ibang tao.
So, ang tanong ko ngayon, Ninong Rai, paano ba ang kita pag meron kang YouTube channel?
Depende po talaga yan eh. Alam nyo, may mga makikita kayong mga estimation sa internet na ganito daw yung kinikita ng ganitong tao. Sobrang layo talaga. Sobrang layo talaga. I mean, sana nga totoo, 'di ba? Yung mga nakikita ko sa internet. Pero hindi talaga. Ang totoo niyan, para lang naman din talaga tong day job. Pero ang maganda kasi dito, wala kang masyadong, ang boss mo ay ang algorithm at ang audience mo. Parang ganon. And hindi siya stressful na pagkakaroon sa'yo ng office job na kailangan mo minsan bumiyahe. Kasi ako, dito lang po ako nagluluto sa bahay. Ano man, it's just like any other job talaga. Siguro ang pinagkaiba lang talaga, masayang-masaya ako dito sa ginagawa ko. Kaya mas maganda ang output.
Ano ang advice mo, Ninong Rai, sa mga upcoming vloggers na ngayon lang gusto mag-umpisa? Kagaya ko, huli na ba para magkaroon ng sariling YouTube channel at magkaroon ng close to 2 million followers?
It's never too late. It's never ever too late talaga. Naniniwala ako dyan. Plus, may cycle dyan sa social media eh. Alam mo, hindi rin naman talaga panghabang buhay yan eh. Who knows? Baka hindi magtagal. Makalimutan na ako ng tao. Ganun kasi yan eh. So it's never too late. Napapalitan lang yan. Pero kung meron akong isang tip lang na maibibigay, hindi ko naman kasi din talaga alam ang sikreto kung paano magkaroon ng mga subscribers. Hindi ko alam. Kasi kung alam ko, sana 20 million na ako ngayon, di ba? Pero kung meron akong isang solid na tip na maibibigay talaga sa lahat ng aspiring content creators, yun ay be consistent. The algorithm rewards consistency.
Ninong Rai, isang request naman, pakisabi, please watch The Exchange with Rico Hizon on CNN Philippines. Pakipromote naman ngayon,
Ayan. Sige mga inaanak ko, please watch The Exchange with Rico Hizon dito sa CNN Philippines.
Ayan. Maraming salamat, Ninong Rai. Thank you so much for this Content Creator Exchange.
Maraming salamat.
Ryan Morales Reyes, also known as the popular Ninong Rai on YouTube. And before we go, here are words from author Susan Cooper on creating online content. Engage, enlighten, encourage, and especially just be yourself. Social media is a community effort. Everyone is an asset. And this is The Exchange. We make sense of the facts and the figures and the ups and downs of the business cycle because your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. Thanks for watching CNN Philippines. News you can use. News you can trust.